Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Kaylin Stern coming at you from my deck. And as you see in the short that I uploaded earlier, the big tall thing that was right here, and this is what remains of it in the pot, that fell over. In fact, this whole container fell over. And this is what the other plant is in there. This is one of my mints, I believe. This is my spearmint. So, since the weather is supposed to turn colder, with our lows into the 30s and 40s after tonight, I decided that I am just going to go ahead and harvest everything that I can. And then the leaves are off of this big stem, as you can see. It just broke off right there. And I just threw all the leaves into the compost. And because this is almost woody, I'm just going to let that dry. But all the rest of these I'm going to harvest. And I will include the collection of the seeds from the cilantro, which are also known as coriander. So my Italian parsley. This is my savory. And of course you can see how bonkers my basil and this mint went. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I didn't bring a tripod out here because I'm going to be moving around my deck a lot. So excuse a rusty table, but I even brought my scale out here. And I brought a bowl and all of these ties that I have taken off of, see, like coffee and donut bags. I'm going to experiment with hanging the herbs to dry. Some I'll hang out here on the plant shelves, and then others I will try to hang inside. So anyway, I'm going to pause this and I will collect the herbs. Basically what I'm going to do, I'm just going to snip large branches instead of trying to pick off all the individual leaves, since I want to hang the herbs to dry instead of putting them on my dehydrator. So that's how I'm going to do it. So for instance, the Italian parsley, I'm just going to just like snip it right there. In fact, this is the first one I'll harvest. Drop the bowl down there. And that's how I'll do that. So I'll pause this. I don't want to bore you with this, otherwise this video would be like 9 hours long. And I have turned my scale on, and you can see I put this pan on here. I'm going to transfer. There's some dry leaves in here. So it says 7.7 ounces, but when you subtract the weight of the pan, which is 6 ounces, I get 1.1 ounces of Italian parsley. So that is going to be how I'm going to do this. I'm not going to shoot video of everything. I just want to show you how I'm going to do this. And then I'm just going to go ahead and harvest the rest of this. Shut my scale off for... Actually, that tore it. I guess that's how you tear it, but... I shut the scale off. I'm going to go ahead and pause this because it'll take me I could probably do this. Is that right? There's Italian parsley. So there you go. Obviously this will be a lot less once I get the stems cut away from the leaves, but as I said, I am going to hang as much of this as I can. And that is how I'm going to do that. So I'm actually going to shut this, and I'll write down a few more of these, and then I may come back with a total of the herbs because I want to do those first. So stay tuned for that. Here is what I have gotten for my herbs, because some of them actually completely fizzled out. I just yanked them, so I'm not counting them. And my mints, some did not do well at all, so I just combined the mints. The only one that's separate is the catnip. And then the combined herbs, I did the same thing with my herbs. So I forgot to write that, but this one was 5. I measured these two in grams. Because when you try to measure an ounce, it doesn't even register on my scale. So the only things that are not included are the cilantro that completely dried out. I was after the seeds, also known as coriander. And then the mustard seeds, I can get some mustard greens out of that, but I'm actually going to harvest the greens in another video. So that's all I've been doing this afternoon. Obviously the light has changed, but so the salad mix, all this, the ones that are absolutely were not what they said what was supposed to come up, like the thyme, and the one that was here that was not at all what it was supposed to be, so I just didn't even write it. again, this is a mystery seed. I still have not been able to figure out what it is. And my arugula that is down here, I think that got heat stress, so I'm not going to be able to get too much of it, but I can get some. That is off a birch tree. As you can tell, the trees are changing color and dropping their leaves. But the ones that did the best were my cilantro and my parsley, and this in here was a catnip. And so the ones that were, so I combined my marjoram, my tiny bit of sage, those like that did not give me very much. I just blended them together, just called it mixed herb. In fact, I have an herb, I had an herb mix that is just in there, part of that, because I don't know what individual herbs were in that pot, so they just all got blended together, and they will be kept as such, because I have no idea what all of those were. So that will be it for today. I'm going to go get all these inside. And thanks for watching, and catch you on the flip side.